Hey friends, vinyl community, Wes here. Cheers, got my Rue cup here. Just got back from a trip over to Chipotle for dinner. I'm on my dinner break, so I'm doing kind of the Vance VK sort of homage here, the dinner break in vinyl. Quick tip, if you're ever going to Chipotle, get the salad dressing. Even if you don't get a salad, get the salad dressing and put it on whatever you got, a burrito or a bowl or whatever you got. Amazing. Honey, vinegar, pepper, dressing. This stuff is amazing. It's the bomb. It's made me go from once a week at Chipotle to 3 or 4 times a week at Chipotle. Just how much I love the dressing. I just wanted to check in and say hi. I know it's been a long time since I did a video. I've just been really busy here at work. It's the beginning of the semester here, and it's busy time of year. I worked several 10-hour shifts last week and just didn't have the time or the energy to make videos at home. So I just wanted to check in and say hello. A new thrift store just opened up about a block away from here, not too far. I walk right by it on my way to work, and that's awesome that there's going to be a thrift store that I can stop in on my way to work. And they sort of doing a soft opening right now. They're not officially open. The place is still kind of in a little bit of a disarray, but they were open. I dropped in and I bought a few CDs and a few pieces of vinyl, so I thought I would go ahead and share those with you before I have my dinner here. So just checking in, saying hi, and sharing a little bit of music with you. So first thing I got here, this Heavy Metal, talked about this one recently. This is Linda Ronstadt with Canciones de mi Padre, Songs of My Father. Her father is Mexican, and so this is Linda Ronstadt doing Mexican music. Yeah, really cool to find this out in the wild, even though it is on CD. It would be really cool to be able to hear these songs. And sadly, just learned this past weekend that Linda Ronstadt has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, so I guess her singing career is over. So sad thing, but cool to find this out in the wild. Next thing we got here, Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Everybody knows this is Nowhere. I have this on vinyl, but when I find CD versions of things I have on vinyl at thrift stores for $1 or less, I always grab them. It's a lot easier just to pay $1 than to take the time to digitize these and burn a CD and all that. So a CD cost me $0.25 or whatever. So by the time I print a cover for it and take the time to do all the editing it takes and whatnot, it's a lot easier for me just to spend $1 to buy a CD. So I got that. We have Us and Them, Symphonic Pink Floyd. This is arranged by Jazz Coleman, and it's with the London Philharmonic Orchestra. It's just symphonic versions of Pink Floyd songs, so I thought that was quite interesting. Got some Roger Dean artwork on the cover here, so that was cool for $1. We got Retrospective, the best of Buffalo Springfield. One I don't have on vinyl right now, but thought I would grab the CD for $1, give it a listen. Not really that familiar with Buffalo Springfield. Maybe once I play this, I'll figure out some songs I've heard in the past that were done by them that I didn't know that was Buffalo Springfield. But cool find for $1. And one more symphonic rock sort of thing here. We have the Doors Concerto with Kennedy, who is a violinist, and Jazz Coleman again conducting the Prague Symphony Orchestra and doing covers of Door songs, symphonic covers of Door songs. So those were the CDs. Now let's go ahead and get onto the vinyl. You have to bear with me with the printers firing up in the background here. It's going to be happening. First thing we got here, the Union Gap featuring Gary Puckett. This is Woman Woman. Cool pickup. Blood Rock with Whirlwind Tongues. Pretty cool. I've seen people pick up Blood Rock in the past in the DC, but really don't know anything about them, so for $1 I will pick it up and give it a try, see if maybe it's something I like as well. This next one is something I didn't know what it was when I bought it. I tried to do some research when I got to work, and I still can't figure out much about it. Not really anything online about it. This This is a band called Estes from 1973 on CBS Columbia. Really can't find anything about this band. There are some for sale on Discogs for $25, so maybe it's something interesting that people that I'll enjoy. But interesting blind buy here. Be interesting to hear what that sounds like. I don't have a turntable here at work, so can't figure out what it is yet. Maybe one day I'll get a turntable in here. Next thing we got here, this is probably the find of the day. Mono copy of Jefferson Airplane's Surrealistic Pillow. Really cool to find this out in the wild. I knew it would come around at some point, and got it for $1. Unfortunately, it's a mono copy. I'm not a fan of mono. I know a lot of people love it, but for $1, I'll take it. Next one, I always see a lot of Melanie records in thrift stores, and I've never actually bought one. And the cover on this one is pretty cool. So I got it. It's Garden in the City. It has a Unipack cover with a die cut. Pretty cool. So you see the city skyline there, and her sitting in the field down here. And then you open it up, and it's another photo of her in another field with just the mountains in the backdrop. So cool little Unipack cover. Very nice photography. I like that. I really enjoy it. So I thought I would pick that up and for $1, put in the collection. Next we got here is Laura Nyro with Gonna Take a Miracle. Another one for the Laura Nyro collection. You know, I'm kind of on and off again when it comes to Laura Nyro. I like some of her stuff, I don't like others, but this is one I hadn't seen before. Really liked the album cover picture, and thought I would go ahead and grab it and give it a listen. Next up we got another Linda Ronstadt. This is time on vinyl. We have this is a retrospective Linda Ronstadt 2-album set from stuff from the 70s here, 74 to 77 it looks like. Pretty cool collection of Linda Ronstadt songs. And I figured for $1 I'll grab this and give it a try. Interesting to hear. Alright, next up we have a late Harry Belafonte album. I was talking to some friends recently about Harry Belafonte, how much I love him. If you've been following the channel a long time, you know I have quite a large collection of his records, but this is one I didn't have. And this is Homeward Bound from 1969, I believe. Very cool. Still in shrink wrap. Pretty awesome find. He was definitely had lost his popularity that he got in the late 50s, early 60s. You know, this was sort of later on. The whole rock thing had happened, and he was, you know, the folk thing was over, and so really cool to find this. Not easy to find. And, really cool to add this to my Belafonte collection. All right, and speaking of classic rock here, last thing we have here is Avalanche by Mountain on Windfall Records from 1974. That was a cool pickup. So yeah, that was a cool place. A new thrift store to frequent, and like I said, it's right on my way to work. Really cool to be able to drop in there and check it out, you know, a couple times a week at least. So I'm going to go ahead and get down on this burrito bowl and enjoy myself and continue on with work. So hope everyone's doing well. See you again soon.